Okay, it is recorded and it will be sent in your link, YouTube link. You can click the link and see the whatever today's class is there. Okay. Now, determination of the thickness of the thin sheet of a transparent material or a transparent sheet like glass, thin glass. Thin glass means usually in practicals you are using in your PUC level. That means a small thin sheet they are using for the biological experiment covers now. Small thin sheet of covers that also very thin. And also you may have a mica sheet, or sometimes you may use a plastic sheets. And how much thickness? Even if it is a very thick size is there, your scales are unable to measure them. But if thickness is very small in terms of micron size, very thin sheet, and definitely the plastic about 20 microns, 10 microns, 4 microns, like this, if your thickness is reducing, and how which experiment, which device you are going to use to measure. And for that we can helpfully use this biprism experiment. Okay, biprism experiment can be used to determine the thickness of a given thin sheet of a transparent sheet or a glass or mica. Suppose the two sources are there. That means look at this here, it is two sources A and B. This is not interposed. Before interposing, you will get the fringe, central fringe is at C point. When you interpose this thickness of T, very thin sheet, and its refractive index is mu in the path of A light waves, in the path of the light waves emitted by A. And definitely both the beams, earlier this glass sheet is not there. This glass sheet is not there. Definitely light waves will be reaching at simultaneously with the equidistance at C. C will be the central fringe. When you interpose this glass piece, thickness is T, refractive index of the material is mu, definitely the central fringe not at all at C point, it will be appears at P, where the appearance of this P is due to what? The appearance of P is exactly it is at nth fringe. What is the expression for the nth fringe? You know that xn is equal to usually the position of this xn is equal to lambda d by d. N times, n means nth fringe, n lambda d divided by d. You have already got it in biprism experiment, theory of the fringes, which is the position of the nth fringe means if you put the value of n equal to 0, it will get the central fringe. And apart from central fringe, next bright fringe means n equal to 1. Next bright fringe means n equal to 2. You will get the lambda d divided by 2 lambda d divided by d, 3 lambda d divided by, like this you get the nth fringe. Where is the P point? P is lying on the nth fringe. Once it is at nth fringe, xn, xn, instead of that I have used x now. Xn is equal to, I show you in the earlier slides now. Earlier slides, you will be having the clear idea of that nth fringe means. And probably you can see that in the theory of the fringes. Probably you will be having like this. Okay. And now this is for thickness now. And now this is the expression. Xn is equal to n lambda d divided by d. This is nth fringe. And similarly, for n equal to 0, central fringe, n equal to 1, it is lambda d, lambda into capital D, distance between two sources, coherent sources to the screen. Small d is the distance between two coherent sources. Okay. And now if you substitute n equal to 2, it will be 2 lambda d divided by d. Like this, you go on continued. And now my point is, what is the expression? What is the expression for the nth fringe now? Nth fringe expression is the xn is equal to lambda d divided by d. Okay. Now, if you place a glass sheet instead of that, which beam? BP. In the path of BP is in air. Waves are reaching at wave. But AP, it is not a path traveled by the light, it totally in air, because somehow it travels through the glass piece or a thin sheet whose thickness we are going to measuring. Now this thin sheet of thickness T in the path of P, definitely light waves towards one side, it interposed side, beam partly travels in the air and as well as through the thin sheet. That is a part other than the air medium. So how to measure this one is, I will show you. It's a clearly here it is the exact your biprism experiment. I think he was placed opposite now. In the book, some books it was given like this. It is wrong thing. Now this side is towards the screen base of the prism, and this is the refracting edge is towards the S. You will get the central bright fringe pattern. In that path, you can place the glass sheet or a thin sheet of thickness T. How to measure this thickness we want to estimate. Now the fringes are at C shifted to P. Why it shifts? Unless glass plate is not interposed, you will get at C, central fringe. Due to the glass piece interposed towards the one source, towards one side of the biprism, entire central fringe will be shifted to the P point. It is because of the path which it will be travel. Always light travels in air maximum. If you in the place of air traveling, in the place of light, you place any optical media, light travels lesser speed. Due to that lesser speed, fringes will be shifted. Once the fringes, instead of at C point, it will be shifted to P. The time taken by the wave from B to P in air is the same as the time taken by the wave from A to P, partly through the plate or a sheet, because towards the A source, there is an glass piece introduced. Due to that introduction of the glass piece, light from emitted by the A source will be travels through the thin sheet. So that's why the path time taken by the wave from A to P partly through the plate or sheet, and that means some part it travels through the what? It travels through the air, and other, that is not only air, it also travels partly through the, because of that glass piece or any sheet, transparent sheet, definitely partly it travels through the what we call as the uh, transparent sheet. Suppose C naught is the velocity of the light in the air and C is the velocity of the medium. That means light C naught indicates the light travels in air. C indicates the light travels in the medium. Let me calculate the path traveled. BP upon C naught, path of the light divided by C naught, that is velocity. It is a path length of the B source. Path length of the A source is given by, it's equal to A source, because at C, central pattern, fringe patterns at the central band, both the waves takes the equal path. Okay, that's why BP minus C naught fringe shift we have to estimate. AP minus T, path travels through the air, means total AP minus thickness of the glass sheet. through that thickness, light doesn't travels through the air. Minus I have made the thickness divided by C naught, speed of light in air, plus the thickness of the glass sheet divided by the light travel through the glass sheet in a medium. The above equation multiplied by C naught. Throughout this equation multiplied with the C naught. Once you multiply it with the C naught and C naught cancel, you will get BP. Here also into C naught cancelled, AP minus T. AP is there, it takes to left hand side, BP minus AP, minus T remains here, plus C naught upon C. C naught is the speed of light in air divided by speed of light in given medium is the refractive index, mu into T. Mu T minus T is equal to and take the T is common factor outside, mu minus 1 into T. So the if P is the point originally occupied by the nth fringe. As I already told you, that's the point. At P point, nth fringe is there. Because in biprism experiment, we expected that expression for the nth fringe. There are n number of fringes shifted. Due to we got it the expression for the nth fringe. Then the path difference. If you find out the path difference of the nth fringe is BP minus AP equal to n lambda. In biprism, you got it, this expression. Once you got this expression, and definitely in earlier expression 1, we know that BP minus AP equal to mu minus 1 into T. So the equation BP minus AP equal to n lambda, equating these two equations, mu minus 1 into T equal to n lambda. N is the nth fringe where you get the fringes shifted. How many fringes will be? It may be n may be 10, n may be 20, we don't know. Okay. We have to count. While doing the experiment, you have to count now. And T, we want to find out the thickness. T is equal to n lambda divided by mu minus 1. Take to the other side. Once you take to the other side, T is equal to n lambda. What is n means? N is not a nth fringe. The shift in the nth fringe it is. Instead of nth fringe, in this experiment, thickness sheet determination, thickness of the sheet is to be determined. We have to use the same biprism experiment. Nth fringe shifted. Shift in the nth fringe, wavelength of light divided by mu minus 1. Mu minus 1 goes to other side. So thickness can be easily estimated. Very, very thin sheets, thickness can be easily find out. Also the distance xn through which the fringe is shifted. Okay, as I already in biprism experiment, it is an expression for the nth fringe. We know that n lambda d divided by d. Okay, you have to use the same expression, the distance xn you may call as, through which the fringes is shifted. How many fringes? Nth fringe. Okay, where n lambda d divided by d equal to beta, the fringe width. Xn is equal to n lambda d divided by d. In that experiment, you got it also. N lambda equal to xd divided by d. You know that xn is the expression how many fringes is shifted. How many fringes? Okay, we have to find out distance through which how many fringes will be shifted. We call as nth fringe is to be here. N lambda equal to xn d divided by d. Okay, or mu minus 1 into t. Here it is, t is not there. You may expect it to get the mu minus 1 into, because n lambda equal to mu minus 1 into t. And in the above expression, it is t is there, right? Second equation, it is there. Okay. And now mu minus 1 into t equal to xn d divided. What is xn? Xn is the distance through which an n number of fringes will be shifted. N number of fringes will be shifted, okay, due to the transparent sheet. And how to do this experiment? Before knowing xn, the distance through which the central fringe is shifted, d, small d, and mu, the thickness, okay, and thickness of the transparent plate can be calculated. How to calculate? You know all these parameters, D, capital D and mu, and you have to estimate the value of the, in earlier expression, you know that. What is the earlier expression is, in the earlier expression, x and d divided by d, mu minus 1 into t. Mu minus 1 take to the other side, t is equal to x and d x and d into x and d divided by d into bracket mu minus 1, because it take to the other side. Okay. And so the expression will be, if you all these quantities, right hand side, xn, d, small d, mu. If you know all these parameters, you can estimate the value of the transparency. Similarly, it is difficult to locate the position where the central fringe shifts now. Okay. It is not so easy to find out the location of the position, shift in the position of the fringe, central fringe. It is very difficult task. How to introduce, how to do this experiment? ಈ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ. ಏನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಹೊತ್ನ್ಯಾಗ ನೀವೇನ್ ಕಂಡು ಹಿಡಿಬೇಕು? ಮೊದ್ಲ ಕಾಂಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ಗೆ, without interposing the glass plate, find out the position of the micrometer screw gauge, micrometer reading, micrometer ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಎಲ್ಲಿತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ. ಅದಾಗಿಂದಾಗ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಮುಂದೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಗ್ಲಾಸ್ ಪೀಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅಥವಾ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪರೆಂಟ್ ಸೀಟ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ, ಈ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟ, therefore the composite white light is used. ಕಾಂಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. The fringes will be colored. Central fringe will be white. ಕಾಂಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. When cross wires is, you have to go on rotating the micrometer cross wire position, cross wire to be at the central composite fringe without transparent sheet. ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ, first without transparent sheet you have to locate the position of the composite source, composite fringe. Central fringe itself is the composite. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಫ್ರಿಂಜ್ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂತ ಮೊನೋಕ್ರೋಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತಾರ ಅವರು, ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸೇಯಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡೂ ದಿಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ವಿತ್ ಎ ಕಾಂಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಲೈಟ್. ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಫ್ರಿಂಜ್ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಕಾಂಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಏನು ವೈಟ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅದು ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಫ್ರಿಂಜ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಉಳಿದವೆಲ್ಲ ಕಲರ್ಡ್ ಇರ್ತಾವು. ಆಗ ಗ್ಲಾಸ್ ಪ್ಲೇಟು ಅಥವಾ ಸೀಟು, ಎನಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪರೆಂಟ್ ಸೀಟ್ ಇರೋದನ್ನ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಾರ್ದಂಗ ಮೊದ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನ ಲೊಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. ಮೈಕ್ರೋಮೀಟರ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೂ ಗೇಜ್ ನಿಂದ ರೀಡಿಂಗ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. when you take the micrometer screw gauge exactly at the central fringe pattern, that's the composite fringe system, and measures the micrometer reading. Okay. Therefore, the composite light is used. The fringes will be colored. Okay, it is same. When the transparent sheet is introduced, first part ಮುಗಿತು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು? ಎರಡನೇದ್ದು ಗ್ಲಾಸ್ ಪೀಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಮೈಕ್ರೋಮೀಟರ್ ರೀಡಿಂಗ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರಿ ಒಂದೇದ್ದು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮೈಕ್ರೋಮೀಟರ್ ಗ್ಲಾಸ್ ಪೀಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅದನ್ನ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ, when the transparent sheet is introduced, the position to which the central fringe is shifted, ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನ as soon as you interpose the glass sheet, ಅದು ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಫ್ರಿಂಜ್ ಪ್ಯಾಟರ್ನ್ ಇರ್ತದಲ್ಲ ಕಾಂಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಇಂದು, ಅದು ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆಗೆ, ಯಾವ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಇಂಟರ್ಪೋಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಆ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಶಿಫ್ಟೆಡ್. ಒನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಶಿಫ್ಟೆಡ್, ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ the shifted position you have to locate again. You take the micrometer, go on turning the micrometer screw gauge and it will be moved to where the central fringe is there. If it is exactly at the central fringe system is to be shifted to that point, you have to turn the micrometer screw gauge and fix the position exactly at the composite fringe. Once you get the composite fringes position, again you record the reading of the micrometer. Once you take the total position at which it is shifted, take the difference between these two readings. Take the difference between reading positions on the micrometer scale of the IP gives the value of the shift in the fringes. Okay. And now next thing is last third point is remove the mono composite source and place the monochromatic source. Again you have to do place the same setting, no change, only source is changing. Which source earlier you have taken for the experiment is the exactly the composite source, and now you have to take the same system because you have taken the readings or first position without glass pose interposing and take the difference of the next it is shifted next shift, and so that the my 2 micrometer screw gauge readings have been taken. Once you've taken the reading, next what you have to do is monochromatic source is placed and micrometer eyepiece moves through the same distance. You know that difference between those two reading, that becomes a X. You fix at any one point, go on turning, how much distance X is there, and count the number of fringes crosses the your field of view of the crosswire. Crosswire, you go on turning. What distance, how much it is there, it is X is there, you go on moving through that X distance, definitely how many fringes crosses the field of view is observed. Suppose n fringes are crosses the field of view, then for our relation and exactly we can calculate using this expression. If you know the n value, how many fringes is shifted is known. Definitely t is here and mu minus 1 takes to other side, n lambda divided by mu minus 1 will gives you the value of the thickness of the glass sheet. The value of T can be calculated. The value of T can also be calculated from the third equation. I think which is the third equation. I will have to show either you have to use this method xn d divided by d. If you know the xn value, that means distance, how much it is moved is known, and small d is known, capital D is known, mu minus 1 takes to the other side, t can be calculated. This is one method. Another method, experimentally, we can calculate with, you may call it, this is a fourth equation. Fourth equation, t is equal to n lambda. X, how much distance is there? You have to count the number of fringes shifted. N gives the number of fringes shifted. It may be 10 fringe, 20 fringe, you may have anyhow. And now how many fringes will be shifted is to be known, and lambda wavelength of the light source is known, and mu refractive index of the material is known. You can take to other side mu minus 1 in the denominator. You can calculate that. How a very thin sheet. However, if T is known and mu can be calculated. If you know the thickness, you can calculate also refractive index. You can use this experiment both the purpose. By knowing a mu value, you can calculate T. By knowing the thickness, you can calculate the refractive index. This ends into the first part of the interference. I think this is the first part. I have to wind up, and again another week or 2 weeks I can take to the other classes, and so you may have to take my interference is to be up to the first half will be ended. Second half you may have, that is, this is up to the wavefront division completes, and now second half will be amplitude division, Newton's rings, Michelson's interferometer, and very, very important experiments in that regard. Will let us have it in the discussion. Any doubts? You can ask the question. Yes. ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಡೌಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಕೇಳಬಹುದು. Okay, I think you understand whatever things I am going to presenting here, what I feel. Otherwise you can ask the any questions regard to this experiment. ಈಗ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಈ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಗೆ ಎರಡು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಏನು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾಂಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಲೊಕೇಶನ್ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಫ್ರಿಂಜ್ ಸಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿತ್ತು ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಫ್ರಿಂಜ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಲೊಕೇಶನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಮೈಕ್ರೋಮೀಟರ್ ರೀಡಿಂಗ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟಲಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಗ್ಲಾಸ್ ಪೀಸು ಅಥವಾ ಏನ್ ಯಾವ್ದ್ರದ್ದು ನಾವು ಥಿಕ್ನೆಸ್ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ, ಆ ಥಿಕ್ನೆಸ್ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿತಕ್ಕಂತ ಸೀಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆಗೆ, either towards A side, A source or towards B source, any one side. ಇಂಟರ್ಪೋಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅದೇನು ಮೊದಲ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಫ್ರಿಂಜ್ ಇತ್ತು ಅದರದ್ದು ರೀಡಿಂಗ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು ಮೈಕ್ರೋಮೀಟರ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೂ ಗೇಜ್ ನಿಂದ. ಒನ್ಸ್ ಯು ಇಂಟರ್ಪೋಸ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಶಿಫ್ಟೆಡ್. ಒನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಶಿಫ್ಟೆಡ್, where it shifts now central fringe pattern monochromate ಇದು ಕಾಂಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಎಂದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮೈಕ್ರೋಮೀಟರ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೂ ಗೇಜ್ ರೀಡಿಂಗ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ಅದು ರೀಡಿಂಗ್ ತಗೊಂಡ ನಂತರ ಎಷ್ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ತೆಗಿತಿರಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಟ್ ವಿಚ್ ದ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫ್ರಿಂಜಸ್ ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಬೈ ಇಂಟರ್ಪೋಸಿಂಗ್ ದ ಗ್ಲಾಸ್ ಪೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಎನಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪರೆಂಟ್ ಥಿನ್ ಸೀಟ್. ಅದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಎರಡನೇ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಆ ಏನು ಕಾಂಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೊಳ್ಳಿ ಮೊನೋಕ್ರೋಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇಟ್ಟು ಒಂದ್ ಯಾವ್ದರ ಫ್ರಿಂಜ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಗೆ ಇಟ್ಟು ಫ್ರಿಂಜ್ ಅನ್ನ ಒಂದ್ ಯಾವ್ದರ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಗೆ ಇಟ್ಟು ಅದನ್ನ ಜೀರೋ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡು ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ, ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು 1 ಸೆಂಟಿಮೀಟರ್ ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ. ನೀವು 1 ಸೆಂಟಿಮೀಟರ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಚಲಾವಣೆ ಆಗುವವರೆಗೂ ಅದನ್ನ ಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಆ ವೇಳೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಫ್ರಿಂಜಸ್ ದಾಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಿ ನೀವು ಅಂದ್ರ ಅರ್ಥ, ವೈಟ್ ಫ್ರಿಂಜ್ 1ನೇ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇಟ್ಟಿರಿ ಅಂದ್ರ ಅದನ್ನ ಜೀರೋ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕರಿ. ಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದ ಹಾಗೆ ಕೌಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಫ್ರಿಂಜಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಫ್ರಿಂಜ್ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವು ಅಂತಂದು. ಆ 1 ಸೆಂಟಿಮೀಟರ್ ಬರೋದ್ರಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಫ್ರಿಂಜಸ್ ನೀವು ದಾಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಿ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಆಫ್ ವ್ಯೂ ದಿಂದ. ಆ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಫ್ರಿಂಜಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಎನ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರ ಎನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಮ್ಯೂ ಮೈನಸ್ 1 ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಟಿ ಇದೆ, ಮ್ಯೂ ಮೈನಸ್ 1 ಆ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಒಯ್ದು ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಎನ್ ಎಷ್ಟು nth fringe, n number of fringes will be shifted. N is known, lambda divided by mu minus 1. If you calculated that one, and that itself will gives you the what is known as a thickness of the thin sheet. ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ಗ ದಪ್ಪ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರ ಸ್ಕ್ರೂ ಗೇಜು ಕ್ಯಾಲಿಪರ್ಸು ಯಾವ್ದಾರು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೇರಿ ಅದರಿಂದ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಬಹುದು. ಬಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಹಳ ಥಿನ್ ಸೀಟ್ ಇದ್ರ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ ಯಾವಕ್ಕೂ ಬರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದಾಗ ದಿಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಟು ಫೈಂಡ್ ದ ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಥಿನ್ ಸೀಟ್. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಸೀಟ್ ನೋಡಿರಿ ನೀವು, ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಸೀಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಥಿನ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ಮೆಜರ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಮೆಜರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? ವಿ ಮೇಕ್ ದ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲಿ sound using this biprism experiment. We decides the thickness, exact thickness anna ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯಬಹುದು. This is a very good experiment. Not only that, ಕೆಲವು ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಥಿಕ್ನೆಸ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ, ಥಿಕ್ನೆಸ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ದು ಅದು ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಟೋಮೀಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ. ಅವ್ರು ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಟೋಮೀಟರ್ಸ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇದ ಪಾತ್ ಲೆಂತ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ಫ್ರಿಂಜಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಶಿಫ್ಟೆಡ್, ಈಸಿಲಿ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಮೆಜರ್ ವಿತ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೂಮೆಂಟ್. ಒಳಗಡೆಗೆ ಆ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಅದ್ರ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ, ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಟೋಮೀಟರ್ 1.55, 1.54, 1.56, 1.58 like this you can vary the thickness refractive index. One material ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು material refractive index ಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದಾಗ we make use of this. I think you understand whatever I am going to talk to you. Today's class will be and ended. Anybody want to ask the question? You may ask now. So another week or 2 weeks, I am not taking the classes, and best way I have to take the second year and first year and final year classes now. Okay, bye.
Yes, sir.
ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅಸೈನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಹಾಕಿರ್ತೇನೆ ವಾಟ್ಸಪ್ನಾಗ, ಅದು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅಸೈನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬರೀರಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಅಸೈನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸು.
Yes, sir.
ಬರೋದು ರೆಡಿ ಇಟ್ಕರಿ. when the classes will be started ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ಯಾಂಡಮಿಕ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮುಗಿದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮತ್ತೆ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವೋ ಅವಾಗ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಓಕೆ, ರೈಟ್.
Yes, sir.